Hello, Brittany here with a light, gentle insomnia assist to help you get to sleep and use yoga to assist you along a pleasant night rest. A lot of the times we can't sleep because our mind keeps on spinning, and as yoga meant to be a tool to calm our mental fluctuations, is perfect for those suffering with insomnia. So we'll get started by tuning into our breath, a calming technique called Ujjayi Pranayama that starts us off by taking away or slowing down our mind. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, allow our shoulders to come down and into our back, so nice open back, inhaling deeply, letting our belly fill up with oxygen, and on our exhale, opening our mouth, letting go a gentle as if we're fogging up a mirror or our glasses. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. Taking 5 more just like this. Inhaling through the nose, filling up the belly, and then when we exhale, letting it all go, gently constricting the throat as the abdomen gently comes back in. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. When we're doing it correctly, you'll notice that your inhales are a little bit shorter than your exhales, and that is normal. Allowing that pattern to persist. Now we're going to go into our alternate nostril breathing. So return to breathing in and out of your nose while you're listening. Our alternate nostril breathing helps balance our mind. So that's going to help us let go of any judgmental or analytical thoughts we may be having, and also any attached, creative, and needing you to do something, that feel like you need to do something and do something. It's going to let go of either side of the spectrum, whatever we're feeling, like we're not good enough or that there's more for us to do. Either way, or that someone else isn't good enough. Whatever that is, calm us down. I talk too much. We're going to take our pointer finger and our middle finger, ground them on our palm, using our thumb, covering our right nostril, inhaling through the left, and then covering the left with our ring finger and exhaling right. Inhaling right, and exhaling left. Continuing this pattern, inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling right, and exhaling left. 3 more rounds just like this. Feeling the calm begin to enter our body. Slowing down our breath, deepening our breath. Still sitting up nice and tall, back on our tailbone. Allowing our breath to be our only focus. Taking note of any other thoughts. Just letting them drift away as we decide to focus on our calm and assist our sleep. When we're ready, grounding our palm, returning back to our seat, we're going to start our practice. Just gently coming onto our knees, having them nice and wide. For some of us, we may have some knee issues, so you may need to put a blanket underneath your knees, a pillow, or if you have ankle issues, putting a pillow or a blanket under your butt so that when you're sitting on it, it's not pressing too hard on your ankles. Either way, gradually coming down onto your forearms, bringing your palms to your elbows and gently resting the head on the forearms, coming into our child's pose. Closing the eyes and focusing on the breath. Our whole practice, we're going to do our Ujjayi breathing in through the nose and exhaling a deep breaths in, complete breaths out. 3 more right here. And then gently bringing the right side of our head to our forearm, switching sides, balancing out the lengthening in our neck, deep breaths in, complete breaths out. Letting tension go from the body with each inhale. And just focusing on the body, on the here and on the now. Noticing any thoughts, but just letting them go. Letting our mind know now isn't the time for our thinking or worrying. Now we're just focusing on our body, on our breath, and on our calm. 1 deep breath, still looking left. And then gently coming back to center, we're going to reach both arms out. You're going to start to feel this in your shoulders. We're going to hug our shoulders together in the back as we walk our arms forward. Now here's the difference. If our shoulders aren't into our back, we're going to be able to reach our arm and our butt's going to want to come up. But when we hug our shoulders in our back, when we're reaching forward, you'll feel it all in your top back, actually lengthening your spine. So hugging your shoulders together in the back, walking your hands forward, and then grounding your forehead, letting go of all tension in your arms. Returning your attention to the breath. Deep inhales and exhaling a gentle. Just 3 more right here. And then gently walking the hands over to the left side until you start to feel your knee under your body. At that point, doing the same thing again, hugging your shoulders together in the back, walking the hands a little bit forward, and then grounding the forehead for 5 deep breaths. Inhaling, letting go of the abdomen, filling the belly. And exhaling, gently letting it all go, constricting our throat, letting it come out of our mouth. 3 more deep breaths here. You're going to feel this in the top of your thigh and on your left knee. It's normal to feel pressure here. As long as it doesn't feel like pain and just pressure, that's fine. If it's painful at any point, listening to your body and coming out of the pose. And then gently walking over to the right side, hugging the shoulders together in the back, reaching the body forward, and then grounding the forehead down. Taking 5 deep breaths here, letting go of tension from the arms, letting our body do the work. We already set it in place, now just having faith that this posture is restorative. 3 more deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then gently coming back up, walking back to our center. We're going to walk into our bodies, coming out of our seat, bringing our feet forward, opening up into a wide-legged seat. Bringing our palms by our hips, straightening out our spine, and finding our comfort here. Toes up towards the ceiling, deep breaths in, complete breaths out. If you're exhausted and you're hunching here, gently press through the fingers, gauge the elbows into a side, keep a nice straight back. One more deep breath. Reaching the arms up to our side, ever so gently. We're going to lightly engage the thighs towards one another as we fold forward. Now, we could fold forward, and when we can't keep our straight back anymore, that's where we're going to reach our arms forward and place them down. Letting our head just come to the ground in front of us. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. Just 4 more. Inhaling, filling the belly, and exhaling, letting it all go. Not worrying too much about folding that much further, just letting your body do the work, making sure your head is just nice and light, not holding it up, letting it go. And then gently walking the hands over and around the left foot. We're going to frame our feet, our hips, over our legs so it's in line with our feet, our foot. And walking our hands down, our head coming to our knee. Deep breaths in. And it's normal if you can't reach. If you even wanted to put your arm here, you certainly can. Just keeping your head low. The further your head is from your heart, and the more it's below it, the better. The more it's going to assist our calming, if you will. 2 more deep breaths. And then walking the hands back to center. Keeping the shoulders together in our back and then grounding our head. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. Just 2 more. You should find the breath is starting to slow down naturally, and there's not even much force involved, it's just happening. Then walking over to our right foot, framing our hands around our foot, framing our hips around our leg, and allowing our head to come down to our knee. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. Finding that place of comfort where we're not storing much tension in our shoulders. It doesn't feel like a wild amount of effort to be here. That doesn't mean you're not feeling tension throughout the body, but it's not feeling like you have to put it there. You can just put it there and then let go. Two more deep breaths. And then gently walking our body back to the center. We're going to slide our hands back in, bringing our feet together and rolling onto our knees. We're going to have our hands right underneath our shoulders, our knees right underneath our hips. As we inhale, we're going to drop the hips, let the shoulders fall into our back. Let our eyes come up. And as we exhale, press through the fingertips. Let the chin come into the chest, the belly to the back. Deep breaths in. and complete breaths out. 5 more, just like this, slowly and steadily rolling the spine. As we inhale, dropping the belly, hugging the shoulders, we release the past and all of its symptoms on our body. And as we exhale, bringing our chin into our chest, our belly into our back, we release the future and all the symptoms of worry on our body. Just a couple more deep breaths here. Gently flowing from one to the other. Deep inhales through the nose. And exhaling Ujjayi out the mouth. Just 2 more deep breaths. Slower and steadier with each breath. And gently coming back to our center. We're going to walk the knees forward again. Just wanted to release anything that was still stored in our spine. Now we're going to go back into our calming. Bringing our feet together, pressing our hands onto the ground right by our hips, straightening our spine. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out, releasing tension. Still keeping straight. And then sliding our hands down our legs, bringing our head back to our knees, gently rocking side to side for 9 deep breaths. This posture is really good for helping to release any indigestion or upset stomach issues that we may have. So just stay here. This gentle rocking is actually massaging our internal organs, helping any discomfort that may be keeping you from sleep. Maybe you have high acidity. There's so many different causes to insomnia. And this is one that just helps, maybe even if you didn't know it. 3 more deep breaths here. Inhaling, filling the belly, and exhaling Ujjayi. And coming back to our center. Gently coming up 1 vertebrae at a time. And then we're going to gently come onto our back, so sliding our butts forward so it's right by our ankles, coming down onto our backs. We're going to hug our shoulders together, so bringing both of our palms underneath our lower back. You're going to notice it's going to help you gently hug those shoulders together. You're going to let it. We're going to keep the palms grounded, maybe thumbs interlaced. As we inhale, we're going to press through our toes, lifting our hips, coming into our bridge. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly come down. Inhaling up and exhaling in. 7 more breaths just like this. This posture really makes our head go below our heart, which reverses our blood flow and makes it a little bit easier for our brain to get fresh blood and nutrients and everything that it needs to feel calm and safe. That's why it makes it a really great posture for insomnia. Just a couple more deep breaths, really pressing through those toes, taking tension off the lower back as we lift the hips, exhaling and gently lowering down. Just 2 more. And we're going to lower our back down to the ground, placing our palms by our hips. We're going to gently bring our knees up, sliding our hands underneath. And then when we're ready, once our lower back is grounded, allowing our feet to come up into Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall pose. It's called legs up the wall because you could also sit yourself up right next to a wall just like this, taking pressure off of the back and making it a lot easier on us. So I recommend that if you have a wall, please go and use it because it's going to make this a lot lighter, and we are going to be staying here for 1 minute, just closing our eyes and focusing on our breath. If you do not have a wall to go against, you can gently hug right behind the knees, helping them stay up, just wrapping your thumbs around the front, and it's okay if the knees go gentle to make it easier on you. Or if you have a strap, we can also put the strap underneath our feet and gently coming into it this way, so that the only pressure here is just holding the strap. That's the only area, and it's very relaxing. Either way, our minute's going to start now, closing our eyes and just focusing on the breath. Still inhaling deeply, filling up our abdomen, and slowly exhaling Ujjayi. It's normal if thoughts are still coming to your mind. Putting your mouth at a pleasant smile will help promote dopamine in our brain, which is a feel-good neurotransmitter that helps us release any anxieties and worries. So even a nice fake smile can help us let the cyclical thoughts know that it's not time. Just a couple more deep breaths. And then gently bending the knees. If you're on the wall, bringing them into your chest, just sliding over onto your side into sleeping baby, helping you come off. But if you're against a wall, coming off really gentle. And if you're still lying down, just grounding the feet, sliding the feet down, coming into our Savasana. We're going to be putting our palms right by our side. Our feet are just going to gently splay to the side. We're not too worried about holding any tension anywhere. Matter of fact, we want to release it from our entire body. So we're going to close our eyes and just do a mental body scan, starting at our ankles. And if anything is keeping them from feeling relaxed, minor adjustment, setting it into place. Coming through our calves and our shins to our knees, through our thighs to our hips and lower back, through our belly to our chest, our upper back and our shoulders, coming down our arms through our elbows and wrists. If there's any thoughts on the mind, grounding the palms. If it's pretty free, you can have your palms facing up, whatever feels best. And then bringing attention back to the neck, gently finding that comfortable spot on your head that takes your head off your mind, frees it from tension. And then allowing your breath to return to your everyday normal breathing as you close your eyes. We're going to gently bring our thumbs to our ears. We're not going to press into them yet. And for our Savasana, we're going to be engaging a breathing called Bhramari Pranayama, or bee's breath, where we're inhale through our nose and exhaling a gentle hum. It'll sound like hum or yum. As long as there's an involved, it's doing the right thing. You're going to start that breathing technique after you press gently into your ears with your thumbs, and it'll sound like bees are buzzing around in your head. Beginning now. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, releasing the Bhramari Pranayama and returning your breath to your everyday normal breathing. Releasing the hands right by the hips and letting everything go. We're bringing one knee into the chest at a time. And then gently rocking on to our right side. Coming into our sleeping baby. Preparing our body for motion. Now when we are on our right side, the way our heart is stacked, it makes it so that our body prepares itself and wakes itself up. So this isn't the place you want to be right before you want to go to bed. Rather, you want to be over on your left side, because this is going to be fuel. The way it's stacking the oxygenated blood versus the deoxygenated blood, this is going to make us a little bit sleepier. So that's just a fun fact to take with you. Thank you so much for practicing with us. We'll come up to our seat whenever you're ready. So just brings our hands to our heart and honor the light within ourselves and within everybody else that is the same, allowing that to take some of this off of, take any of the thoughts that are keeping you from sleep away, knowing that you are beautiful and blessed and have everything in you just like the rest of us, and that the rest of us have all struggled with sleep at our own points in our life, and only hope that you get a hang of it so that you can rest well and feel better when you wake up. So thank you so much for practicing with me. Bless you and namaste.